Okay. Um, First and foremost, I just want to say thank you, God, and I gotta be thankful. I know things are not looking good. My life is no longer a real life, meaning that I deal with disturbing things that's been just they just try to brainwash me and make me subscribe to reality that they've recreated, put narrative onto that's falsified, and it's clearly there's an agenda here. Now, I start saying thank you, God, because I don't want. I could have lived life like this clown. It seems like the participant of this program don't need to be the most impressive individual. Anybody can partake. And I imagine, like, what if I had these options to do what these clowns do and I ended up being like them? Never. I couldn't live with myself the way these clowns live life. And they enjoy this, and I know why they enjoy what they're involved in, because at the end of the day, it's like you become a puppeteer and you find this sense of empowerment that you can do these things to target individual and feel like you can control, like this is your world. They create reality however they want, and it's fun. It's like, let me just partake in this recreating reality in their fucking life. Who knows what the fuck's going on, excuse my language, but that's the best way I can describe. Imagine you have no control about what's happening to your life, but you can be involved in something where you can design reality and really have a whole ecosystem that will be created to push the target engine to accept that. Right now they create mental battles because they truly want me to allow them into the escapism they've created. Now let me just start off by saying why I make videos. First is obviously to bring awareness for all the target individual to be strong. Not this clown, this perps are funny. They're like, oh, they believe you. They believe you. They believe it's trash. I was like, who believe in perps? But this initially was making video for other target individuals that don't know what's happening, because it saved my life. Truly, even my life, even if I end up dying today, that saved truly my life. It gave me dignity. I understood what this is about. I understood what this horror is about. I'll never identify, and I understand the agenda, and I know that I'm backed up and validated by others who say the same thing from all around the world. Clearly, same stuff. And this trash, however they present their facades, I'll never subscribe to it. And so, one message I want to make sure that target individual get from my video is: do not get fooled by what is presented to you. It's a facade. As a target individual, you will be disoriented, and they'll try to make you think that this is anything but a massive government, and they'll they paint this narrative to be whatever they want. For example, right now, with me, what they want me to think. As a target individual, what I've understood, what I now know, is that this is a program led by the government. They're utilizing human subject, men, women, and even children in this program. And they're utilizing this cutting-edge technology to break us down. And the reason why it's happening, the reason why there's so much effort, is clearly that they're developing this technology and these tactics. And they're utilizing us, these target individuals, men, women, and children, to continuously improve on that. Now, they put in front of you some retardation of all sorts. When I call retardation, these clowns are supposed to brainwash you into thinking something else. For me, the facade right now, they're like this. They're making me think of before me moving to New York. Listen, who put me in this program? I have zero doubts. I will never not think that they're the reason why I'm here today suffering. My employee my employer, I should say, who employed me right after college, were somebody that you don't mess with. I stepped on some toes there. They ended up putting me in here. Since then, they've been trying to present a facade that is trying to negate who destroyed my life. The people who destroyed my life, which is them, are some of the biggest donors of the Conservative Party, extremely conservative in ways that you can't even comprehend, and they have a legacy of that. What they're presenting me, and this is not about politics, but that's just give you an idea of how they try to disorient you and trick you into something else, to think about something else, or to think about this being something else. Because who put me in this program are so conservative, I get like this like feminist, like, you know, this new age woke feminist, kind of like progressive like. And it started kind of earlier, and right now what they're bringing up is, and they try to twist it with the new version of story. When I was in a coffee shop, and I was like making calls for like, you know, jobs, and there was this like 20-some-year-old there, and with attitude. When I was on the call, they tried to make me think of her underage. Like, no, she's like some young adult that's there in the coffee shop messing with me. But you get the what they try to paint you as already, right? Now, and they try to put stimulation in, I don't care. But these clowns today are falsifying who you are as a being. They are manipulating you. They're gaslighting you as you're being manipulated via this cutting edge technology. Then they contract this trash around you. That's why I say thank you, God, because clearly there is an ecosystem that's created, which everyday citizen can partake in this. When I say thank you, God, I say thank you, God, I didn't get the option to be part of these clowns. Disgusting trash. What disgusts me is like the facade that present to me is like a facade of like this like fierce being, when in truth they're involved in a program that destroy and kills even babies. So many women are dying in this program. They're so aware of that they're like, no, but we're different. It's our money. Fuck you. You delusional trash. It's the money of the people who's designing this program. You're just a participant in that, and they love this. Now, going back to me. The current technology, this cutting edge technology that is applied onto me and others, for me and for many others, what they've done is they have attacked my consciousness, my mind, and my thought process in degrading ways. They force you to have sexual stimulation to whoever. For me, it's very similar to others. This is not unique to me. That's why I started making videos, because once I heard others saying the exact same thing as me, I was like, I gotta say something too. Because who knows what target video is going through hell right now psychologically, because they're doing the same disgusting manipulation. Who knows what target video is about to kill themselves because they can't deal with this nasty manipulation. I'm here to say, don't worry, you're not the only one going through this nasty manipulation. They do that. They design this to be like that. Then they try to gaslight you to make you feel guilty of how they manipulate you. This trash are disgusting low life that deserve to die. They really think that the more the method act, the better it's going to work out. For me, it's like, you do that, you're going to crash out. Because I know that you are attacking my consciousness and my thoughts in these disgusting ways. And you've done that to others. Then you're supposed to make me subscribe to this, and they have no, like, whatever ways they can make you subscribe to this, they will do it. And it's going to be systematic, because at the end of the day, they want you to think that this is something that you should feel guilty about, when in reality, they are creating these experiences for you to experience. Then they use clowns of all sorts to try to disorient you. It's like, nah, it's not you. Okay, so this cutting edge technology can attack your mind and make you have experiences whatever the way they want you to. And it's weaponized. So that means that they're going to do things that is degrading. They will attack the mind in this fashion. Your thought process is poisoned. You, as a being, the way you rationalize everything is going to be rewired. It's compromised. And in a way to break you down. Then they have these clowns around you, which are contracted to disorient you, as I'm able to articulate the clear things they do to me. This trash from the neighbors to whoever else, can come up and start saying things to just confuse you, disorient you, because they want you to really feel guilty for what they're doing to you, as if they're not doing that to you. And they use these clowns, and they think the more, if I add passion to that, if I say things, oh, we're mapping, you as a target individual will be like, okay, that means you're not manipulating my brain. Trash. They truly think that you should be like, okay, that means you're not changing my brain. And they think the more we act, and at this point, you clearly see where it would go. If this trash would do that in my face, you clearly see that this will be an experience that will end badly. Now, some of these clowns are childlike people. They don't even understand the concept of consequences of what they are part of now. They can't even gauge where things are going to go. In their stupid mind, they're like, oh, no, I mean, if we could also map, you see, I said it in this way fashion, he should subscribe to it. They don't understand that, oh, this guy now, he looks at you like he wants to. He knows. Better chill out. Don't do that here. They don't have that concept. They think, but I said in this fashion that you mapped. You see, he's believing us. You see the passion I have when I say that, you clown ass, like I don't know what you're doing. And they use childlike trash. Very maturity. I think even the grown men and women involved in that, they become like childish and immature because they think that it's gonna make you work, make you subscribe to it. What they do, right, is like gaslighting. Right? Gaslighting, I learned about what gaslighting is. Gaslighting is come from a play in the 30s. In that play, a man was trying to drive a woman into insanity. So what some of the things he would dim the gaslight down, make it a little bit darker, but then act like he didn't do it and look like everything's looking okay. And the woman, the wife, would be like, what? It's getting darker, right? But he would act like, no, it's normal, like nothing changed here. Right? Driving her to doubt reality. While he's the one adjusting, manipulating the environment. And she was right. But he was behaving like, what? No. That's what they do here. You have these clowns manipulating you in these disgusting ways, and they're like, oh, we're mad now. It's you. Oh, they're gonna rape you. They're gonna do this. You'll see. You burn. You do this. When in reality, these fuckers are the one manipulating, and you know that very well. So when you see them do that, you're like, oh my gosh, come over here. Come on. Once you're aware of what they're doing, which is, it doesn't take that, it's not that hard. Can you imagine what it does to the person that's being gaslighted? Rage. And this trash don't even know when to stop it. Like, this is like, like some people have like a way to like, okay, well, let me just peace down a little bit and go back. This trash, they keep going, making it more obvious, and you too, like, you become like more enraged. Because this retard don't know, like, you gotta be like, when it comes to psychological games and things, I guess you have to be a little bit more smooth. You gotta know how to navigate these things and get some credibility back, and then go. I can see, because some of these perps know how to play this game better than others. Some of these perps, what they do is like, oh, let me just look like I'm credible again. Minimize the stupidity, then go back at it. You start to understand, oh, they just try to gaslight me. Some make it more obvious than others. The childlike people are like, oh, I think if I'm more angry, like, it's gonna work. Yeah, God. Others like, okay, let me just calm down. Others like, yeah, you're just gonna die. And you can see that they're all trying to perfect the right tactics of brainwashing you into accepting this. And as a target individual, what has happened to me is like, of course I get it. You know I'll never identify. You failed. They come in whatever fashion. Come out like this retard, childlike individual. Come out like this grown man, retarded fuck. Come on with this like more like sneaky. I know. You come with your tonality, like yeah, you going whatever. And with me, when I hear this like interaction, because I am like other target who deal with the voice to score. V2K is how this technology that can pipe voices into your brain. It's purely technological. I know it sounds schizophrenic, but this technology is not even new. Target visual. Some of the things that you're dealing with are not even cutting edge, as in like it just came out. It's been around for years. And they utilize these things onto you. And it does sound schizophrenic because hearing voices in your brain, it should, but we're in 2025. This thing is old. They've been able to project via, and I'm not going to go into the specific of the details of, and I say details because they made me say this, the specific of how they're capable of doing that. But the technology is there. And it's not even the best of the technology. What is the most cutting edge, I guess, of what I've heard, is the ability to manipulate the thoughts. That's when it becomes like the more of the advanced stuff. The emotion, the sexual stimulation, all these things, apparently that's something they could have done a while ago. But they manipulate your brain in the most degrading ways. Thought process, perceptions, libido manipulation. Use voice to score to pipe these clowns' voices into your brain, which their job is to try to make you feel guilty in however ways. Whatever things they say, and it's very disorienting, it's very deflecting, sometimes if I'm in the office, I see them in real time, so it's not even V2K. You see them slamming the door, doing this thing, doing that, all this like theatric. But I'm like, you know that this is why people turn into mass shooters. You're not making anybody believe they're not being manipulated. You look like you're just trying to force somebody to accept something that they clearly are being manipulated to experience. That's what it looks like. It looks like they're just so mad that you're not identifying with this, that they're going to use every tactics, inclusive of torture. And that's what they tell me. To me, they're like, you're going to be burned, and you go this, you're going to be drowned, burned, hung. I'm like, all kind of death. I was like, whatever it is, I reassure you, for you to not live at this point, the reason why I make this video is also for me to be strong, because reinforcing reality, because brainwashing consists of breaking down the target individual psyche of who he is or who she is. I'm reinforcing reality of what's happening to me, even though the reality is not something I enjoy. The reality is I'm a puppet, they're the puppeteer, or this program a puppeteer. I'm gonna experience what they want me to experience, and there's nothing I can do about that. Now I'm aware of that. I just have to recognize that. This trash are gonna try to gaslight me to make me identify with how they manipulate me. Because this is part of this brainwashing. And what they do is bring up how I have the torture, I'm going to be tortured in the sufferance in whatever ways. Now, I understand that. I don't like that. It's sad, but it's the truth. But I will not allow these fuckers to think that I even identify with this. If they talk about burning, torture, like I can do that to myself before I let you leave your fantasy. That's how much fanatical I am now. I love myself. I don't want to kill myself. But if you think I'm gonna let you think that me being tortured in whatever fashion validates you, you're delusional. I can do that to myself, just so you know that this didn't work. Because at this point, this purpose now is becoming for them. It's like they almost want to brainwash themselves at this point. Those who literally participate in the manipulation. This trash. Some of them are childlike trash, so they're super corporate. They know, like, oh my gosh, imagine growing up and already in this foulness. I'm hearing how I'm going to kill myself. This program is designed to push people to kill themselves. Can you imagine being a teenage shit who's fragile mentally? Talk about you kill yourself. Look at her. A little fragile trash. She might even just predict her future. Meaning that she's probably the one she probably will kill herself. She has plenty of time for that to come. But this childlike trash want to live like they're not mentally strong. So they want this to be true. And I put the reality in their faces. And, now they want this to be a reality. And I will never let them do that. That's why I'd rather cut myself in pieces than let them live their fantasy, thinking that if they can cut me in pieces, it's going to be this is going to be a validating. No. You know why I can do that? It's because you guys are low-life trash that do these things to men, women, and children. So for all the women and children, you guys that are down to this nasty manipulation that you do globally, I can do that to myself. And you failed. You brought your low-life bottom to the pedophiles. And I hate you so much that I will do that to myself. What, a little coward like you in pajamas, scared to even say Roy Moore openly. Fucking low life. And talk about kill yourself. You're the one who can kill yourself because you just hate yourself, with low life. Tagging visual. That's why I make videos too. Now, I always bring up what they do to me. I don't know if my phone works, but the nasty manipulation. I will always present. That's why they want you to identify with this. Lately, for the few weeks, I've been quite isolated because of how sick I felt. Or today, I thought I was going to try to go to the office, but unfortunately, I didn't wake up. And I woke up, but I want to go super early. Instead of waking up at 3 in the morning, I woke up at 5. And so I was like, no, I want to go there early because unfortunately, when I go to this office, what they're going to do is they're going to start to gaslight me, make it hard for me to function. So I want at least a few hours of me being able to work, then deal with the nastiness. And that means I've been isolated. And the isolation things are different. When I'm in public, that's when all I've been saying is experience. The hatred I have for this low life. That's when they can see in real time. That's when they see how I'm not scared. They tell me I will fight. You saw a video of me walking towards somebody with machete. It's not because I'm the strongest fighter. If this man decided to go for it, I'll be dead. But I walk toward that. That's how much I hate this low life for. That's how much I hate them. Because they want to be living this fantasized reality. I was like, I hate you so much because I know that you guys want this to be your validation. I'll walk to somebody with machete. You think I think I'm going to win against a machete? It's because I hate you, you piece of low-life trash. You're nothing. These are just the bottom feeders for governmental entities filled with pedophiles. And you see me walking toward this man. Imagine I see your dumb ass try to go with your little fantasy. I swear to God, I will never let you live your fantasy. You failed the psyop. I know what this is all about. You think torture is going to change that? Whatever horrible things I'm going to go through, I got to walk toward it. I got to run toward it. I got to crawl toward it. That's what being fanatical is. They see me walk towards somebody with machete. They getting quiet. Like, oh, you'll fight for it. It's like you see me walk towards somebody with machete. What do you think what's going to happen if you went for it? What if he just... And why do you think I walked toward him? Trash. But it's okay. They give me the chance to, as I'm saying that they try to mess with me, I want them to give me the chance to show them how much I hate them. Now, the manipulation, as always, toward children, from the youngest to the oldest, and they love to say that they proved it that they don't manipulate. First of all, apparently they proved it to whom? People who were also involved in this program. Apparently, I'm the only genius who can clearly see a pattern of them doing this manipulation. From Japan to Amsterdam to to California. Apparently, they've shown that they're different and they cannot attack the mind in these pedophilia ways. That they're protectors of children, but this program tortured children. That the entities who've developed this technology happen to be top-tier child porn trafficker in the United States, but it's not fair. And the people who are known to do the pedophilia type of torture in this case are not doing that. The people who torture children and women are not doing that. Or it's different, it's their money. The other people are the mean ones. They are just mean in a badass way. They proved it. Clown fuck. They want me to let them live the fantasy. You proved it to people who were involved in this. And it's funny when, for me, they do this thing where they look at their phones like, oh, if I look at that phone, they couldn't be manipulated brain. I'm like, trash. These gimmicks. You know what I do to me? I blast how pedophilia-centric these clowns are. Have a mature clown try to negate that. Taking you gotta be strong. For me, I put that in their face. Every time they manipulate me, they're like, It's like, yeah, okay, top-tier pedophiles. Good mapping. Oh, sorry, the not fair stuff. Trash. It's not fair for them. You know what? You know how discrediting it is to have this validation that these entities are top-tier pedophiles in this fucking country. And you're supposed to be like, yeah, now we're mapped. They're fucking discredited like a motherfucker. And on top of everything else, it's like, yeah, no, we're mapped. And for me, they're like, no, we're mapped is you when you're a kid. This is fuck you, retarded. You go see the CIA agent raping 2-year-old, 6-year-old. Dumb fuck. No, it's him, and these fuckers. They clearly do these tactics to break people down. That's what I love about it. It's not fair for this clown because it discredited them in another level that's superior. And with me, when they manipulate me, I'll show you. They're like, no, but and they give me sexual stimulation right now because they make me think of like a toddler walking around. They give me this stimulation that they make me have. It's like, no, it's you when you're a kid. Remember what you did as a child? Yeah, real neuroscientists here. Trash ass. Is it them making my brain be a brain of a child? Or is it the pedophilia type of torture they've known to be doing? Those people who torture women and children who happen to work for governmental entities that are here raping 2-year-old and 6-year-old, huh? Sure. Fucking low life. That's the things I deal with. The people who know to attack the mind and consciousness to push people into insanity or suicide. To neutralize the target. Yeah. Send this fucking retards. This is an example. So this little kid, you look like a girl. They're stimulating me. I'm supposed to be thinking it's natural. Before that, it was like the toddler boy. But because of I have a picture with like me holding a toddler, it just kind of ruins this whole like psyop. Oh, facade. They start stimulating me toward the little girl just like there. It's trying to make me look at her in a sexual way. And then they have this concept, yeah, that's you. No, we're not attacking the thought process of the consciousness. That's you, we mapped it. They have no shame. And they play with my libido and this. It's funny because they start off with the boy. And give me intense stimulation. And then they did that for the little girl laying there. And then I used the restroom, and it kind of killed the libido. And they're like, yeah, I see, you feel this. I was like, shut up, you clown trash. Yeah, you're forcing people to have sexual stimulation and make you subscribe to it. And then they really play with your thought process too. It's like, nah, but have you, like in the morning, have you like... I will never let this trash leave this fantasy. Never. And I'm thankful that I didn't even get the option to be this gods, like they call themselves, these losers of human shit. who trash men, women, and children till my last breath. I'm okay suffering this. I saw what life could have been in this comfort, happy life of this trash. I don't have no doubt they enjoy this. I know they enjoy this. It's not even a hard thing. Most of the time, it seems like they have to be dressed in comfort clothing because everything is done remotely. They just gotta dress the way they're comfortable as they sit down and do these things. Every once in a while, they have to open the door and whisper some things. I could have been this shit. Say, yeah, my baby. Yeah, you might be. It's you. Never identify with this. Never even delude yourself. Know that this trash are just the contracted trash the government uses. This fanaticalness is to try to make you believe that this is... Stay strong. I will never, 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 in my dying states, in my living states, subscribe to that. And they'll get theirs. Don't worry. Some of this trash talk about that you'll kill yourself. Me, if I kill myself or when I kill myself, it's because I've been tortured to that point. This trash can kill themselves because they're weak through life. If I can just stay strong.